Oops. I made a bit of a mistake. Give me a second. How's the audio, by the way? Let me see. I'm putting it close to like my chest, because right now I have a fan on. All of these materials that I'm gonna be using are a little, they're not toxic, but they might be a little bad for my brain. What's with all of the blue? I wanna blind you. I want you to become blind. I need you to realize that the real way to success is blind maxing, just like Daredevil. Is this your girly act? I've always been girly. What the fuck? Also, estoy un poquito ronquita. I have a bit of a sore throat. So, let me see. It's super hot today. And before I started the stream, there was an issue with a payment that I had to do on the work. And they're like, maybe the payment didn't go through. Maybe the payment didn't go through. Maybe the payment didn't go through. And I'm like, I literally have receipts that it did go through. And then they're like, is it in dollars or is it in soles? It's obviously in dollars, retard. We're talking dollars. And they haven't answered since I told them. I didn't tell them retard. I told them it is in the dollar section. Okay, you better check this dollar section. Someone on my friends list just started marathon. Eh? Marathon? Thank you, that's awesome. Let me drink some water before I even start. We're listening to copyrighted music because I have the bot muted, if I'm not wrong. Let me see. Let me get my YouTube chat. Just in case. Is it too loud? Is it too loud? Shit. Shit. It is in Intis. It is in Intis. It is in the sacred old coin of the Incas. The Inti. Too loud. Okay. I'm gonna skip this one. I don't like that one. I've been listening to Time Impala non-stop. Thank you for the HP potion. I don't have anything else to drink. I can stretch though. I thought she was a jello smith. I'll show you right now what I'm doing. Let me see. This is why I'm technically a blacksmith for the day of today. How's this? Hello chat. Remember? You guys remember La Mamalona, right? She's absolutely destroyed. I tried to sand it as much as possible. And some places are fine, like this part, right? But others aren't. So what I got right now is my trusty friend El Yeso. And we're gonna try to enyesarlo. Yeah, today we have BB hands, but as the man here, I am mismatching because these ones are not the same as these ones. We have two different pairs of gloves. We have this one, and then we have this one. You know, this used to be what do you call it? Thighs? This used to be thighs, but I converted it into... I changed it, chemical compounds, to make it into a globe. El Sol de Mix. El Sol de Mix. Oh, it's super hard. Ah! I can't open it. Ugh. I can't open it. It's too hard. I may need to bring the soy boy bottle opener. Let me try again once more. This my gloves are slippery. Give me a second. Ah! Ah! I can't open it. Okay. I'll be your bee. I need the baby opener for the bottle. Shit. I'm trying, but I think technically full of the same material that is inside, so it doesn't let me open it for some reason. Ay, Dios mío. Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go. I did it, 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 I did it. Oh, it smells bad. It smells like gesso. Gesso. I probably shouldn't have poured it over there, but whatever. Give me a second. Reflective as sticker. Dame queso? No queso for you. No queso for you. Give me a second. I got big muscles. Yeah, I could open the bottle on my own. Chat. I opened it on my own. Need help from no man or woman. Also, I think this is on the rogue side. Give me a second. Yeah, there we go. You don't need the soylent opener. Yes, I don't need the soylent opener. We do have one in my house because my mom needs to use it. But it's not because she's weak, but because she has arthritis. Okay. Okay. I think we're supposed to fill all of this together. Yeah, I'm gonna paint it all this color with the queso. And maybe we're gonna do several layers. We're gonna have to see. How's life, chat? How's life? I've been pretty busy. Because I get exploited at work. News to absolutely nobody. Every workplace is toxic. And it's fine. I guess I get paid, so it's fine. What's going on? Is this being repaired for more cosplay? So what happened was that I got it 3D printed. I pasted it together, and there were some bits that didn't print correctly. So I was trying to fix that with wood. How do you call it? Wood sealant? Wood. The thing that is like not liquid, but rather like a paste wood. And with the paste wood, you use it to cover seams and like bits that are too rough, and then you sand it. That's what I was doing. And some of those bits, like these parts, are fine, but there's other ones around there that I don't even want to look at. Exploited at work, you don't say. I mean, I guess I kind of deserve it. Because I am a perfectionist. I enjoy helping everybody and making sure that everybody gets a good service, even if it's not in my salary. You know what I mean? I'm a very dedicated person. Carpenter BB. You know who was also a carpenter? Jesus. So it is a humble and rewarding job. Wake up, grind kitchen, then grind art, sleep. Yeah, I know what you mean. Oh god. But hopefully you're saving up, right, Chef? You're saving up, right, Chef? I deserve to be exploited because I like to help people. Capitalismo. I like capitalismo. The other option is starving in a Soviet-like state. I don't believe in the communist dream. I don't believe it's achievable. We're, as humans, as our society works, even if we get it overthrown, it would not work. Thing is, we are a hierarchical we're hierarchical beings. We always need a hierarchy. There's always has to be somebody at the top. We can't be equal. We weren't made to be equal because of all of our differences with each other. We can try to be as equal as possible. We can try treating each other as nice as possible, as we would with ourselves and our family members, right? But it's just something impossible on a larger scale. The average. No wait, the limit of people you remember and are able to contact in within all of your lifetime is 150. And we are now billions. So when do we get the exploit plus? You already do! I stream almost every single day of the week! You already do. You think I'm spending my free time with you unwillingly? There's a bit of a hobby as well, if I shall say. Where did you pull that number from? I think it was from a study, if I'm not wrong. It was a very popular study way back when. I guess it's like an approximate, right? Depending on populations. See, it's looking very nice. President Bibi or Princess Bibi of Peru? You know what I found out that was really curious, chat? I was looking at some conspiracy videos about Peru. So there's this guy that made a podcast and he invited a guy that knows all of the Peruvian conspiracies out there. And he was talking about how El Dorado was actually in Peru. And it was just like a piece of treasure. I mean, El Dorado, they say that it was supposedly Machu Picchu. This place that has like all of the ruins from the Incas that I've shown before. It's like is it technically like a world, what do you call it, marvels of the world? That was super relevant for us back in the day. I remember clearly being in like a small restaurant with my dad back when they decided to make Machu Picchu into a world wonder. It was very silly. Everybody was super drunk. I was hanging out with my dad and his friends, and they were all drunk. And my mom was like picking up something, right? And then they mentioned, it's a world wonder! Machu Picchu has won as the next world wonder! And everybody celebrated and they screamed. Yeah, Saksaywa man! Where did you put the numbers? Right here you say the One Piece is not real. I think that the author of One Piece actually managed to hide something in the middle of the ocean and call it the One Piece, right? That guy is crazy. Do you want to wear a One Piece? I do like One Pieces a lot. I think they make a good look for like a Japanese inspired outfit. for like a bikini. As a bikini. Wait. You probably close this. Okay. They found the location in a day. I think they need to go to get a diver down to it or something. That makes sense because it's underwater, right? But yeah, I like those type of things of ARGs. They should have made it a long time ago, back when One Piece was more at its peak. Before the 1000th episode, you know. Or for the 1000th episode. But, I was gonna say, what was I saying? Oh yeah, this guy that was talking about conspiracies about Peru. So, he mentioned at one point during the Conquista, when the Virreinato, back when we had like a representative of the Spanish crown in Peru, there were a bunch of people that were rebelling against it and trying to make it into a republic, right? One of these people was called Atahualpa. Am I wrong? Is he technically Atahualpa? I will let the Peruvian viewer correct me. No, Tupac Amaru. I'm sorry, Tupac Amaru. Not Atahualpa. Atahualpa is the other one. So, what basically happened is that the Spanish crown, of course, found out that there was going to be like a bit of an insurrection. and they decided to lynch this guy. And they tied him to 4 horses and then made sure that the horses pulled all of his limbs away from his body. It is a common phrase to tell kids that you're gonna tupakamaru them if they do something bad. At least that was a threat that my mom had for me. It was a bit of medieval torture, yes. That's not lynching balls, that's throwing and quartering. Alright, I guess, yeah, quarter. It makes sense. They turned him into a nugget. Yes, they turned him into a nugget. And he died, alright? But his family, all of his family were trying to... They were either tied to the noblemen of the Incas that ended up married into the Spanish noblemen that came over here as well. Like back then, for some reason they considered a lot... they consider the Incan families, like the actual Incas, as some type of their equal, or a way to like justify taking away Peru's money as well. So what they would do is that, let's say that you were a conquistador, right? You arrived after a 4-month trip inside of a ship. You saw all of the indigenous people over here and all of the gold. And they told you, we actually have kings, queens, and princesses and princes. So what did the Spanish crown decide? They decreed that the nobleman that was part of the crew of the conquistadors could marry into the Peruvian royal family. And some of the Peruvian royal family was actually taken back to Europe. There's at least one Swedish princess that has Peruvian blood, because I think her great-great-great-grandmother was a Ñusta, which is like a Peruvian princess. We actually did have Peruvian princesses. Not like that myth from that they made up in the about Native Americans having princesses, because they had no hierarchy, right? But over here in Peru, we actually did have them. So it is not uncommon to hear there were like wealthy merchants going to Peru and marrying off the royalty. I'm not a princess. I'm not a princess. I'm a normal Peruvian girl, I promise. Pope quiz was, who is Franz Ferdinand? Isn't he the guy that they killed for that started the World War I? I am not that silly. I've watched Fairy Old Parents Biscuit. Yes, good job, us. I know who Franz Ferdinand is. Yippee! Alright. The prince has a Steam account with Bayonetta as his favorite game. I've seen that. I think he's what is he a prince of? I have seen his Steam account. It's so fun. He actually has played so many games, or at least bought them. They turned him into a nugget. Did you know that Spain was holding part of his remains and his wife, and only recently gave it back? Ooh, yeah. There's a problem about Europeans stealing stuff from Latam and never giving it back. Mostly relics, right? I don't give a fuck about the gold, because if they had left the gold here in Peru, we would have used it to wipe our asses. Because we didn't value it as the same way as the Spanish did, right? For us, it was more of a thing connected to the gods rather than a precious metal that people would use in exchange for money, right? The Saudi prince, yeah, the Saudi prince has his Steam account open for the public to see. Does he have any hentai games? I need to know. I need to know. Didn't he buy a huge portion of one of the big game publishers? I think he ended up buying EA, or was it another prince? I feel like there's so many princesses in the Middle East. Anyways, when I was going with this whole thing about the Peruvian royal bloodline, there was apparently a Hungarian merchant that went down to Peru and married a princess that was connected to Atahualpa. And supposedly, as the myth goes, Atahualpa was given away the gold that the Incas managed to hide away from the Spaniards. So he died without telling anybody where the gold was. And because of this woman that I'm mentioning, who is technically connected to him, they're family in some way. I think they're cousins or something. This woman ended up marrying the Hungarian merchant. And because of some threats that they started to get in Peru, that they could get killed just like Tupac Amaru did, they decided to to go in boat back to Europe. They went back to Europe and settled in a castle that this merchant had a partial title for, because his family owned the other part, right? And they settled down in a castle in Poland. Apparently, he was Hungarian, but the castle belonged to Hungary or some shit like that. I'm not quite sure. But eventually, the rumor spread that this woman was part of the royal Peruvian family. And some criminals decided that they would tie her up in hopes that she brought the Peruvian treasure with her to Europe, right? But in the process, while they were trying to get information out of her, they killed her, and nobody ever found the treasure. So apparently there's this myth that because of all the trauma that this poor woman received getting killed while trying to run away from the Spaniards and having the Polish people, the Hungarian Polish people kill her, she ended up becoming a ghost in that castle. And it is a popular touristic spot in Poland to go and try to stay the night in that castle. And so you may have a chance to meet the ghost of this Peruvian princess that once lived over there. Which is so strange. When I heard about it, I thought there's no way this is real. And then I researched it. I can tell you the exact name of the castle. They can have EA. It's terrible now. I hope that they're fixing it a little bit. Yeah. Maybe just try to get us to visit. I wanna visit. I wanna stay the night. Just imagine how cool it would be. It would be so cool. I wanna go to Poland and stay the night inside of that castle. I bet that she would like to talk to me because I can introduce myself in Quechuan. I would probably try to get a script ready so I can talk to her. Right? Princess Castle. I'm gonna Google it for you. Wait a second. Okay, let me leave this in a way so it doesn't die on me. I'll tell you exactly the name of this place. Let's see. Peruvian princess in Polish castle. It's right here. Look at this. Nietzsika Castle, also known as Dunajec Castle, is located in the southernmost part of Poland in Nietzsika, Nowy country in Lesser Poland. It was erected between the years 1320 and 1326 by Kokos of Brzowica on the site of an ancient stronghold surrounded by earthen walls in the Pieni Mountains. The castle was an important center of Polish-Hungarian relations since the 14th century. It was a place where the money lent by the Polish king to the Hungarian king Sigismund had to be returned following an agreement signed in 1412. and I'll tell you about the legend. The Sortstin Reservoir was built. The castle had a very Dracula-like setting, perched high on a wall above the Dunajec River. It was a place rich in tales and legends, with some of the former residents resembling characters from Gothic novels. In the post-World War II period, Polish newspapers wrote at length about Sebastian Wersewicki, one of Nietzsche's owner, who traveled to the New World in the 18th century. According to a popular legend, he fell in love with an alleged Inca princess. Their daughter, Umina, married the nephew of an Inca insurrection leader, Tupac Amaru II, whose assumed name implies a descent from the Incan kings. Tupac Amaru was eventually executed by the Spaniards after rebelling against the colonial government. The legend goes on to claim that Andreas, with wife Umina and his father-in-law Sebastian Wersewicki, fled to Italy, where Andreas was killed in suspicious circumstances. Consequently, Umina and her son and father fled to Hungary and settled at the castle. Sources claim that Umina was assassinated there sometime later. Her testament to son Anton, written in 1797 and stored there, allegedly contained information about the lost treasure of the Incas. There was a leaden case found at the castle with some Kipu writings, but it was lost in Krakow the following years. Later, news appeared about the expedition searching for fantastic treasure at Lake Titicaca in Peru. The notion that the Inca treasure map could be hidden somewhere in the depths of the castle is still cherished to this day. And you bet your asses that they're capitalizing on it. Bober Kurwa! Bober! She needs to visit her castle just like her ancestor. She is a true princess. No, I don't want to claim that if she's gonna kill me because I'm disrespecting the Incas, you know what I mean? I wouldn't call myself a princess. What was the lace name? It is called Titi Kaka. Titi Pupu. That's the name. Titi Pupu. Let me put some water on this queso. I think I put too much. But it was dried up, so it makes sense. Turbina? Yumina. Don't worry. Hi, baby. I just got off work on my way home now. I'll stop anytime I need to type out a comment. Don't do that, man! Please. Do not die on me. The House of Sad is pretty large. I guess it makes sense, right? That you guys over in... what is it? The East? Have so many real family members. It would be confusing. And you know what's crazier? Even if there's so many of them, they still manage to get... to be all millionaires. What does it feel like to have an unlimited amount of oil? I really hope that things get sold. Because I don't like seeing people suffer. And also because I think we're better than that. But I guess no, the true reason why we're fighting in the first place is because of resources. And dollars, millions of dollars. I'd ask the prince. Yeah, how is he able to afford so many Steam games, huh? Huh? Also, this looking really nice. It's even giving it a bit of a finish that kind of looks like it's made out of wood. Oil boss. Ah, I see. It all boils down to oil. I guess it doesn't oil. Or boil. No, it all boils down to water boss. Did you say oil? USA! USA! Is it? You are a long way from home. You're a long way from home. You have to spin the oil, actually. Actually, you don't need to... It doesn't all boil down to water. Because some things cannot get boiled into waters. I'm very excited for this costume. I want to do it already. I already found a place to take pictures in, which is pretty cool. The cheeseburger is needed to be an American. Is it really? How much time do you think a soldier can survive with no cheeseburger? If they are American, They need to ship cheeseburgers to the Middle East, or is it only... Oh, it looks good. Hello, Knights. Thank you. We're fixing. We're getting somewhere. There's improvements being made on this gun. I haven't had a cheeseburger in years. I must take a lot of self-control. And also maybe like a good diet and a good manners. Some self-control and good manners. I don't like this song. These are random playlists I found on Spotify, so it's alright, right? It's okay. It's so smooth. It just looks smooth. It's not actually that smooth, okay? It's a trick of the light of the camera. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here so it starts right, okay? But yeah. Pickle haters. I actually like pickles. It depends on the hamburger and if those pickles are tasty or not. No, dip it in oil. It doesn't have boil down to oil. Also, I did bring this tiny one that is reflective for the details with the red paint, because it has like a bit of a finish that sort of looks like it's red wood. I've grown to tolerate pickles. Tolerate? You don't enjoy that? Does baby oil help the painting? No. No, it doesn't. Null oil is a 40k painting. Oh, I didn't know that. Null oil. Fries the pickle in the butter. Ooh. I've been frying more of my stuff with butter rather than with anything else. Also, it's drying up so quickly. Holy shit. My nails are dirty. I'll never reach eating pickles like that. Ah! Okay, lay down there. Don't move. Why is everyone debating the taste of pickles lately? I'm not opening my 10-year-old jar. It's special to me. How many years can pickles even last? Can they last a lot? I will never... You better open it before it starts thinking you're special to it too. Aw, that would be so cute. Imagine you get to have a cute pickle mold alien girlfriend that thinks you're a little special in the brain. You're quite in a pickle. Quite in a pickle. Don't do it! My girlfriend turned herself into a pickle, baby! She's pickle girlfriend! funniest shit I've ever seen. I mean, a brand would keep it for a while if it's keep cold and out of the sun, I think. Right, but not that much, right? Los encurtidos no duran mucho en general. Pickled vegetables don't last that long. Why would you fuck the pickle jar? There's some people who are desperate. No idea how long, but that's why it's special. Still edible as long as I never expose it to oxygen. Schrodinger's pickle. Ah! They're very smart. Give this man a promotion, chat. Give this man a promotion. He's gonna be lead Joker department. They don't last long when you remove them from the brine? Can you just drink the brine then? What if the brine is 10,000 years old? Egyptian honey? Can I try? Can I have a little taste of the Egyptian honey, please? Any Egyptians in chat that can let me have their honey? Any Egyptians in chat? Back in 2003, the US MREs had a meal that included 1 beef patty and 2 bread packs. It wasn't labeled cheeseburger meal, but we all ate them that way. Interesting. What did it taste like? Did you actually try it before? 1 beef patty and 2 bread packs. I guess that you could add the cheese yourself too. What kind of honey are we talking about? The one that bees make! Supposedly honey from those tombs is still edible. Oh, I wanna try! I don't know if you guys knew that the people that discovered the mummies and would move them away from their tombs, they would host parties where they would eat the mummy or just snort the bones, the mashed bones of the mummy. It was a bit of like a cool mummy party social event. Just imagine. No wonder the Egyptians started to say that there was this curse. Whenever you open the mummy, you would get like a curse. Because those motherfuckers, those Englishmen were snorting the mummies. I would have done the same as the Egyptians did. It's so wide. It is so wide that the camera barely can tell its edges. Now they just have MILF parties. I'm pretty sure they have the exact opposite, Biscuit. I am so sure that they're having the exact opposite. I don't think they're having MILF parties. It would be socially acceptable if they had MILF parties. We like Assyrians, there'll be ostrich eggs and meat. I kind of also want to try an ostrich egg at some point. I think that they sell those in Australia. If I was Australian, I'd probably open an ostrich egg delicacy cuisine restaurant. And only serves food that is made with ostrich egg. I bet, you know what, I imagine that ostrich eggs are very umami. Do I like the Assyrians? There will be ostrich eggs and meat and date syrup. What is date syrup? Are you familiar with the Amare Cracker challenge. There's two versions. I haven't seen the cracker challenge. This is usually very old MREs. The MRE burger wasn't great, but they're good for 50 plus years, so shelf life was more to the point. In 50 more years, even if society collapses, there's a chance that at least one human being gets to try an actual beef patty burger. Is that where you eat a cracker or are a cracker? Yes. Ah. She doesn't know what a date is. I know what a date is. Dátiles? I think that's how we call them. This is real sweet. Just a little bit. Also, look, I'm almost the same color as this thing. What is it then, boss? Isn't it like a raisin? It's like a type of raisin. Dátiles? Like a Chinese one? I think it's technically Chinese, if I'm not wrong. I'm not even joking. I think it's sincerely Chinese. Dátiles or not. Cute clothes to be. Hello, Mufin! You would know. Shut up! I wouldn't! The first challenge is eating it without drinking water. They're super dry, so it's actually a choking hazard. I have had MREs without any water. I kinda binged a bunch, like a whole box of MREs. And then, I was very constipated the day after. There was no adult supervision in my dad's house. Oh no, Vivi's infected with venom on her hand. Are they? Infected? This one? This is not venom, these are all spider webs. Understandable. Oh neat, what are you painting? This is Iori's gun from Blue Archive. I started this project like 2 months ago, and I haven't been able to finish it ever since then. I'm trying to fix it on stream. She's brown. Hello, Sin. Why are you calling brown brown? Stop calling me brown brown, because you're more browner than me. You brown. Nice and brown. Brown with yellow undertone. It's called olive skin, not brown. Actually, there's been a bit of a debate regarding that. I would say that we don't have even yellow undertones. We have like a weird thing, a weird combination of colors that makes it look yellow, but it's not actually yellow, it's green. Have you seen that hand? It's white as hell. Okay. I am the same color as this paper. That is brown. But if I get near the light, I transform into white. I am Schrodinger's brown. Brown, white, brown, white, brown, white. This is a superpower that you get when you're mixed race, chat. This is a superpower that you get when you're mixed race. Brown, white, brown, white, brown, white, brown, middle ground of white. I have a superpower? You didn't know? I don't think you're actually mixed. It's for beginners with sensitive hearts. Don't where to start. Ask is a smooth operator. Smooth operator. Smooth operator. Close to coast, LA to Chicago. I don't know these words. These are words from the 50s. No, wait, from the 60s and 70s that I don't know anything about. Is this made on the 80s? I think it's actually made on the 80s. Never mind, I take it back. 80s. 80s. I'll keep hag after you're done singing. Yeah, okay. I think I owed Spanish as well, so I'll do that later. You are supposed to have been alive then, boss. I told you we didn't have the 80s in the Underdark. Oh god, I need to enunciate better. Let me see. Okay, so I was gonna say the other day I was talking with my boss and he told me that whenever I speak to a client I change my voice into the hag voice. He was like, you make this voice that sounds way deeper than your actual voice. And apparently one of the reasons why they hired me was because of that, because I sound professional, especially when I'm not seen. Fucked up, Vivi. Why do we need to pay then? It's your professional voice. We have different voices for free and we got to pay! Professional genie. Her professional voice is her fuckboy voice. It isn't. Okay, I'm gonna make it even better. Give me a second, I need some water. Her job is paying her to do the voice. They don't get it for free. I get paid for this. You guys get charged in Libby coins that have the value of 0.00001% of your attention. That's the real value of the BB coins. Your attention. Your act voice is a real voice, but you won't admit it? It isn't my real voice, I swear. It isn't. You guys will never believe me. Wait, I kind of want to put Dracula up. I feel in a Dracula mood. Add it to the QQ. The redeem shouldn't go to waste, you know? Why would I believe you? Because I'm your boss. You're supposed to trust me. You're supposed to trust me. She forgot and wasted it. No. Okay, Spanish. You're right. A ver. Se me ocurrió la idea más cojuda, que es pintar por todos los lados sin haber visto un lado para dejarlo encima de esta cosa y que no se manche. Entonces, ¿qué hago? I had the smart idea to paint it all around, except I didn't leave a space to leave it like flat without it staining or like damaging the paint job that I just did. So I don't know what the fuck to do. Maybe I should leave it like this. Maybe I have something. I have this yarn ball thingy. There you go. Like the actual thing. Yippee! Good job. In the darkness, I will never leave you from afar. But here we are, run from the sunlight, Dracula. Run from the sunlight, Dracula. Run from the sunlight, Dracula. Dracula. Couldn't find a flat spot. I believe they call that cruel irony, boss. No sé. No refute. Do you want me to lie and tell you that I'm not flat? What the fuck do you want? ¿Qué chucha quieres? In the end, I hope it's you and me. In the darkness, I will never leave you from afar. But here we are, so run through the sunlight, Dracula. Run from the sunlight, Dracula. Should probably not sing since there's not going to be music on this bot, and you're just gonna hear my cringe ass voice instead. This part. At least fight back, woman. Sorry, I had a brain fart. I had a brain fart. I was thinking about the paint and where I'm gonna put it next. Like Dracula. Wait, I actually liked the song that was before this one. If I'm correct, it is the one that I like. There is one that I like. Oh yeah, boss, how tempted were you to give that rose skin painting thing a go? I can do it right fucking now. I still have face paint from a bunch of things that I did. But I think I could do it. But the thing is, how are you gonna see it? Like, do you want me to show you my whole body painted gray? Not doable, man. I'm sorry. Me van a ver calata con pintura. Están pidiendo mucho. Just the arm hand cams. Oh, that is doable. But I get the feeling that I should save that for like a... But what do... Oh shit, I painted the microphone. Shit. I'm sorry. Oh my god. No! 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 Oh, it was just a little bit. It's fine. Alright. The Sororita's painting stream happened. That is true. It does sound nice, but I like your normal voice the most, Vivi. Cute, so wholesome, Milfin. Aww. Adorable. Thank you. We got a quick ASMR for it. Permanent sound dampening. Really? No fucking way. No, it was just a little bit over the edge, so it wasn't really like in the little follicles that it has, you know. Like the old gloves you had that you never washed, so they got disgusting. I did wash them. They got disgusting regardless. So, the thing that I could do is just paint them. But the thing is that you know that if you paint things with body paint, it still stains, right? So, what would I be doing on the rest of the stream? Is it just painting my hands? Full body canvas sounds great. Adding tattoos, is that D&D canon? I think that a lot of drow actually do have tattoos. It's common, I think, in the Underdark or something. Okay. I'm gonna flip this around. Bad idea, bad idea, bad idea. Ugh. So when will you load the chamber with the bullet? The next time I see you on the street. Just be careful, okay? I'm recommending you to never leave your house ever again. Don't go to work tomorrow, chat. You do the draw hand paint for a hand cam showing of the next batch of merch from Boss Bear? Well, that would be nice. Yeah, I think that's doable. Poor Boss Bear. Every time that he sends me stuff, he needs to pay a shit ton of money. Every time Boss Bear sends me stuff, he needs to send like $80 worth. Because the fucking shipping is expensive. I don't know why it's so expensive over there. I've shipped stuff from places that are not that up north, and it hasn't been that expensive. I guess that it just scales too fast. Prices are too much. Too much. You're okay tattoos, except Lothian clerics who use them to denote cleric ranking. That's it. I guess it makes sense because Mintara had a bunch of them. I also like house tattoos. I think that if you're like a certain house in Mensoberasan, you can technically get a tattoo from that house. I think it's obligatory actually, like everybody has tattoos of their house. If they're one of the 8 houses, right? Actually, yes. Psh, you aren't gonna fly to Texas just to shoot me. But I really wanna go to Texas! I really wanna go. Okay, but I won't shoot you, I promise. You won't do a JFK style on me with this gun, right? No promises, I already told you. Depends on the time, location, day, time of the year, my mood. Straight from the mouth of the green man himself, baby. Ah, what is this man saying? Is he the same guy from the mushroom milk? Here's the thing, as drow of old used tattoos to mark slaves, many drow detest tattoos. However, early lost priestess used progressively augmented tattoos down their right inner thighs, eventually to the ankle, to mark ascending clerical rank. I see. Nice. Good to know. Yes, it is. I already know. I already know. The green man. The green man is so really specific about dark elves. I would like to know what he used as inspiration for dark elves. Like, was he thinking about the specific nationality when he thought about elves? Sorry, dark elves. This one trip to Peru he took. Makes sense. He pointed out the prop gun outside the TwitchCon building locked on Hassan. Bruh, I can't believe that motherfucker. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Por qué me has golpeado mi... I don't know why they banged on my door. What the fuck? Alright. So I can't believe Hassan went to Cuba and then proceeded to escape the moment that the lights were out. I think he's so disgusting. I thought Drow only branded their slaves. Spain would have been a good way to start expectations of future treatment on the right foot. Yes, but maybe it's different from the Drizzt Do'Urden canon, you know? Because the guy that wrote those is a different guy. And I think that specifically they mentioned that in the Menso Baransan houses they do that because Minthara has a house tattoo in Baldur's Gate. And what is the name of this other one that I think also has like a... No, I don't think that one has. Okay, yeah. So Minthara does have a house tattoo. That's actually part of the tweet series there, Vivi. The slave tattooing. Hassan just reeks of a rich bitch. He's a little bourgeoisie. A bourgeoisie. Cuck. Give me a second. Where's my thingy? Let me look at the rest of this. So, Drow who don't venerate Lolth usually dislike tattoos on Drow for that reason. In addition to the slavery, however, among Byron worshippers in the early 1300s, a fashion arose to tattoo around one's right eye, bear ring around the eye, and then an elaborate design radiating out over the brow and cheek on one side of the face only. This was regarded as beauty enhancing, not a mark of devotion to the god. In addition, certain Drow sorcerers hit upon the notion of storing self-renewing spells in right forearm tattoos. So as you can see, Drow are split, just as a gamer debate is. Most Drow detest tattooing, seeing it as marring Drow natural beauty. However, Drow who see themselves as ugly usually reason that they have nothing to lose by getting tattoos. And Drow who bear slaves tattoos and gets the opportunity to do something about them will almost always expand the tattoos into a larger, more beautiful design that seeks to obscure the original slaving marks. Interesting. Really nice world building. I love when this guy talks about Drow. He's so really specific, and I like the way he writes as well. So I guess that makes sense. I personally would not get tattoos because I think they look like shit most of the time, and I get bored of things too easily in order to tattoo something permanently on my skin. So I guess it's a similar reason. Now, does that mean that I would hate tattoos every single time? Probably not. I think some of them can be pretty cool. But not on me though. No, I don't like the mushroom milk. I just like how he wrote about it. I thought it was an amusing little read, that's all. Still. I think it's different. The canon that he writes is different from the canon that is in the Drizzt novels. And the Drizzt novels is what some of Baldur's Gate was based off of. So it makes sense that it is that way. Lately, when I see a tattoo, it makes me think low intelligence or that they have a need to control how people see them. So I try to not discriminate because sometimes they do it too early on when they're like younger, right? But sometimes they would tattoo retarded stuff on themselves, like the little heart with the mom lettering, and then other overly simple stuff that probably has no meaning aside from it looking cool for them. at least. But I guess if they mean something, like if it's a face of your mother because you love her a lot, you know? Maybe that is worth it. But at the same time, you could just carry a picture of her, I mean. Why do you need to put it in your skin? I think that the ones that are like simple designs, I like the stars. I like the ones that have some occult meaning as well. Those are cool. There's some of them that kind of look like prison tattoos. You know what I mean? Type that you would either get made in the bathroom, or the type that a criminal would have. I could understand the name tattoo of a lost loved one, but a face? Yeah. Okay, maybe not name, right? But then again, what type of font are we talking about? Is it going to be like fucking Comic Sans? No, thank you. Are you writing chicken noodle soup in your arm? In Chinese? If it's Comic Sans, you're going into the stockades. Both of my tattoos I got for free though. You did? Nice. You know what? That makes it a little better. I have two tattoos, zero from Mega Man X on my shoulder that I got for free from a friend who was a tattoo artist, and another tattoo on my forearm. It's the shape of a star made from broken guns. That's great. Okay, that's a little badass. A tattoo on your forearm that is a shape of a star made out of broken guns. That's crazy, Mufin. Mufin is metal as fuck, chat. Did they hurt? Maybe when it comes to tattoos. Ugh. Maybe when it comes to tattoos in women. Ooh! Nice! That looks badass. I don't know, I like biker chicks, I guess. I think they're pretty cute, chat. They're pretty cute. What can I tell you? You know, if Melody Mac would have shot at her mouse and just said the F word once instead of every single day of the week, she would have also been pretty hot. Problem is that when you overdo it, it loses. It feels like you're pandering. You know what I mean? Do you think any woman who blinks at you is cute? That is true. That may not be a lie. I used to work with a guy who got a nearly free tattoo. He wanted to a cool helicopter. He got an equivalent of an MS Paint tattoo. Oh, Jesus. Jesus. God bless his heart. Bless his heart. Ay, qué pena. Qué pena. Saying the F word is base, but shouldn't be every other word in someone's sentence. The thing is, she was milking the fuck out of it, so she started to say it on every single one of her posts. I would see her more saying the F word than I would see her doing anything else, you know what I mean? She sometimes gave her opinion on other stuff. Like, she became a bit of a commentary channel on YouTube, right? And she had fair points, right? But the problem is what it was all nothing compared to the amount of videos saying the F word. And I can't say that word in Twitch. That's why I'm not saying exactly what it is. Her opinion on games was so ass. What was her opinion on games? Is she like religious? And thinks that games are bad for you? I don't like... Okay, I do understand the criticisms that come with Christianism or Protestantism and Catholicism with games, right? I understand where it comes from, but a lot of it can simply be solved by the fact that kids shouldn't do stuff without parent supervision, and also you should be able to tell between reality and fiction, and that is a skill that is necessary for you to survive in today's society. It's just like, it is a necessary skill. If you're not able to tell between fiction and reality, you're a fucking retard. You might as well have been born with a mental retardation. I'm not joking. She was fake anyway. The Gunstar hurt less because it's just black ink. Zero on my shoulder was colored ink and it hurt a lot. Ah! I don't like the star gun. The Gunstar. It's technically a Gunstar. Gunstar. I didn't know that was... Is it because the ink for colors is maybe heavier? And it needs to penetrate even more in your skin? Or is it because of the amount of inking that it needed to get done? What do you say, Muffin? Every kid plays GTA and Call of Duty. They are not stupid. Listen, I'm pretty sure that I played GTA San Andreas when I was like 7 years old. Or less. I'm pretty sure I did that without any supervision. Because my sister had a boyfriend who gifted her a PlayStation 2. Or was it a PlayStation 3? San Andreas? I think it's still, right? Like PlayStation 2? Now, all I see on Twitter is people being sad that God's culture got captured by Gunnervate. Oh, man. I don't like that everybody wants to be alternative now. Because it used to be a struggle, and it still kind of is, depending on what kind of alternative person you are. You know what I mean? What happened to gatekeeping? We should have been a little more prone to saying slurs in order to gatekeep chat. Real ghost culture died before 2010s. The choirs can't shut up. So I like the aesthetics of goth. But there's many of them. There's many like subcultures for goth, right? I personally really like the one that came from Japanese visual gay. I guess it's technically visual gay, not really goth. But there was a component from some bands that used more gothic inspiration, like the one where Manasama came from. Manasama is a gothic Lolita singer. He's a man, and he dresses up in Lolita as Manasama, and he sings, and he's a very beautiful Lolita. He looks super fancy as a woman. I guess if it was in the West, it would be considered drag. But for some reason, you know, Japanese people make everything better, and it's not considered drag. Visual gay. Yeah. Never forget how MK Shaolin Monk intro was scary for me. As a 3-year-old when Reptile was eating Johnny's head. That shit was almost brutal. I think that happened to me when I watched Mortal Kombat finishers. That shit traumatized me as a child. Everyone likes the aesthetics of goth. No one even knows the culture of goth. Isn't it more tied to music than anything else? Oh, it's looking very nice. Except for this part, of course. That looks like shit. um, the pigments can make it hurt more, especially when white ink is what I've been told. But Satan does take more ink in. I've been pretty gold since high school. I stick with it just to prove to my mom it was not the face. I'm kidding. But I haven't been gold since high school. I hang out with a lot of punks and metalheads and potheads. Oh shit, I almost stayed in my pipa thingy. So I didn't have any punk friends. I had pothead friends. A lot of them. And more like scene slash emo friends as well. She's staying her pee-pee. My best friend in high school time were all goth, and I just dressed normal. Ah, that's kind of cute. Imagine you're the normal friend, and everybody's goth, and they're like, you're like the token normal friend. Cute. They told me I was the most goth among them. Not sure what's the logic on that. Probably because of more of a behavior thing rather than how you were dressed, right? Never forget MK Shaolin monks when Sub-Zero ripped that guy's spine out freaking awesome. I was too scared to care. MK9 women designs were at the peakest of peak back then. Half of their titties out. Yes, I remember. I don't think I liked fighting games back then. I still don't necessarily do, but I do like the designs of the characters. It's pretty cool. It is very tied to music as well as books, and for some gods, Immanuel Kant's nihilism. For others, the Catholic philosophy of memento mori, that reminded that I'll die, so not to lose heart and live your life. I enjoy the aesthetics of goth Catholicism. I would say that that is the closest thing I've ever had to being goth. Is how Catholicism portrays their faith. It's pretty fucking cool. But I would see that type of aesthetic. But aside from that one, I would also see there's this very Catholic aesthetic that comes from more tied down to saints, I would say. And it's not goth. I wouldn't say it's goth. It's more like I would tie it to Marianism more than Catholicism in itself. Because Marianism is very girly. I'm not even gonna begin the debate if it's idolatry or not, chat. But basically, it's all very girly, and it's like girly Christian. You know what I mean? Because usually there's no men around, only women in Marianist spaces. Like this type of aesthetic of when Christian women become sisters in Christ. Like saint relics where it's their bones in golden casks and stuff with glass. Yes, so that specific one I think that's Mary Magdalene, right? Or it's one of the Marys that accompanied Jesus, right? So her bones are in a inside. Actually, her whole school is inside of a glass head, and there's like a sculpted body around it that has little angels holding the whole thing together, and it is made out of gold, and it's on a random church in France. That thing looks brutal. It looks like it inspired a bunch of Warhammer art. What the hell? Yes, it's very creepy. Catholics, that's what I mean with God. It's like this very metal and insane thing, but they pray through that statue so that God gets their prayers quicker. They pray to all of these saints and Mary Magdalene in order to intercede for them. Sounds pretty cool, yes. It looks so nice. I will show it to you. Give me a second. Let me make sure that this doesn't fall apart. It's looking pretty nice, right? Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like this here. I'll show you the skull of Mary Magdalene. Oh shit! Oh shit! I get why Christians think Catholics are creepy as fuck. I get why. I totally get why. We have very cryptic, spooky relics. Like this one. Let me show you. This is the relic of Mary Magdalene. It is her actual school. For real, she is. I learned today about a bronze statue of a snake in the Old Testament. Supposedly God had it so people could look at it and be cured of snake bites, but then they became idolaters and they started venerating the snake. Makes sense. I think that happens usually when it's like whoever started that faith wasn't clear or good enough at replicating the message behind that faith to the next generation. So the more iterations it has, like imagine you were born in this place and you get bitten by a snake. You know that is the statue that you pray to intercede for you and cure you fast or whatever, right? That the idol itself is not a representative of who you're praying to. So if you're unable to distinguish between that, usually that's what ends up being idolatry. Like, I personally do not pray to Mary because I think she will personally fulfill my prayer, but rather because if I pray to her, because she's a woman in a sense, she to me is able to handle my prayers to God himself faster. Because for what I've been taught, since Mary is the mother of Jesus, she's able to like somehow intercede if you pray so that your prayers are sent to God for realsies, you know? Do you think the Vatican has Incan artifacts? Oh, absolutely. Plus, at least for what I've been taught, Mary's a more relatable figure towards women because she She pretty much teaches you how to be a good wife and a good woman in the eyes of God. Because at least in my whatever I have personally learned, it's tied to her being a perfect representative of what you need to achieve as a Christian woman. Right? It kind of feels like it's a goddess worship sneaking in under the guise of Christianity. I know. I know that it can seem like it's the case. But it isn't. I'm not praying for Mary so that I don't think she is my god. I hope that's the same for everybody that prays and says that it's not actually their god. Because for some reason, I do believe that female worship is tied to evil things. If you ask me, I believe worshiping goddesses that are female is probably tied down to satanic cults. It says to not idolize anyone, even Mary. It isn't written. You can only get to the Father through the Son, which is Jesus. I understand Catholicism is flawed, but that's what I believe. Alright. Potato, potato. She had to sacrifice the direction of her life was going to have the Son of the God and raise him, and she sacrificed a lot for God. Yeah. Because there's a lot of passages. They're also my favorite because I'm a woman, Chad. At the end of the day, I'm a woman. I relate to Mary, okay? I relate to her. And in my womandom, I think she's a very admirable person in history. That weekend Earth Goddess worship is worried. Yep. Wait, give me a second. So, the thing is, a lot of paganism gets tied down to trying to be a rebel, right? Because it's usually like first shown through stuff like music or like pop culture. My opinion, praying by proxy, quoting Stalin's marathon, pray harder. If you believe your faith isn't strong, go ahead and do what works best. I've just always been let down by others. You might be inspired by the Gnostics' depiction of Mary Magdalene. She was cooler in their books. The Gnostic description of Mary Magdalene. The Gnostic description of Mary Magdalene. I was shocked to find out how much Katy Perry put pagan symbols in their music videos and snuck them in. Yeah, I think that they do that for so many different entities in order to make sure that at least one of them fulfills their wish. That's why there's so many occult things. Right? That is why so many powerful groups pray to all of these things. It's like, I don't think that they actually believe in that. It's more like, I will do this just in case. In case it might help me, since I have nothing to lose and I have so many resources. I'm gonna do this. For some reason, they always tend to pray to Babylonian gods and goddesses, which is very fucking creepy. Because I wonder how that even came to be. Why did they choose those and not other gods to worship on their evil schemings? I'm thinking that they may be tied to blood, to the ancestors that venerated those gods, and it's just being passed down. Because I've seen some proof regarding that. Gnosticism is particularly heretical. I think I've read a couple of Gnostic books that said some wacky shit, like Jesus created dragons or something. It was so strange. I think it's a way to justify believing in other things. Question mark. It is like I think they're called the apocryphal I think they're apocrypha, right? That's what they're called. Like Fate Apocrypha. That's where that comes from. No, he slayed dragons. Oh. He slayed the dragons. That makes more sense. I read it when I was a kid because I have found them in my grandpa's library. His personal library. He has a lot of wacky books and spooky books about conspiracies and stuff. Pretend the Mormons don't exist, boss. Yes, the many factions of Christianity. Have you seen the videos that give a brief description of them? The Gnostics do get a bad rep from the Orthodox Church, maybe deserved. I do think they do. The Gnostics believe in crazy shit. But as I said, I think it's a way to mislead people who are already Christians or Catholics. I do also pray straight to God. There's been many instances where I've done that. And I pray to Jesus as well. Sometimes I feel like I don't want to bother Jesus with my prayers, you know what I mean? But I can bother Mary with my prayers. Maybe they're a little minor prayers, and I don't want to bother. I know Jesus is very busy. I don't know. I don't think that my prayers are that important. Don't you know, according to Catholics, they're the only Christians and nobody else is? That's not what I've been taught. I've been told that Catholics believe that Protestants and even some Mormons are technically Christians as well. See, the religion is very different in Latam, I think. Jesus is a busy guy, he's planning his second coming, but God and Mary are just chilling. Yeah, Jesus is a very busy guy. I wouldn't like to bother him. Pray to Joseph for work stuff. SMH. I'm sorry, Buffer. He's a patron of working people. When we say pray, we don't mean we're going to like think that they're equal to God, okay? Because what is also very common is to pray to angels. Because they do the deed of God, right? At least in Latam. Pray to King Solomon for business stuff. Pray to Paul for you have an essay to write. I don't wanna pray to Solomon. So they train the Latinas to go after middle management from an early age. Bro, I was literally... I told you, I was born prematurely and my mom prayed to this specific angel from the Bible so that I would survive. And I carry... I have this medallion from this angel that I keep like it's a symbol that my mom's prayers were answered, you know. It is not an angel called Lucifer! The biblically accurate angels. Oh my god, shut up, chat. Uno trata de tener una conversación seria con ustedes y ustedes, oh, it's actually Satan. Send a prayer. Sending a prayer to someone who is long dead but important in the faith just feels a bit like of kindness to me, letting them know people still think of them. Oh yeah, definitely. Because they inspired a lot of good deeds. I think I do really like that I was taught to also sing like I am praying. I'm not the best singer, but I was part of the chorus for a little bit. And I enjoyed singing, thinking that it was my type of prayer. A lot. I did the whole thing, ask a saint to intercede for you on specific thing once. I ended up really blowing up on me badly, so I took that as a sign it was an error. Oh my god. I'm very sorry that happened. Maybe it wasn't meant to be. Hello, que peluche! Welcome! Hi! It's looking so nice. Look at this. Wait, don't look at it yet. Yippee! I've done a lot of... Well, I was ranting. See? Well, I was ranting about praying. Prayers and stuff and religion. I managed to do all this. My grandma used to pray a lot to Michael the angel to cast evil out of places. Yeah. I've also prayed to him a lot. I do like, I think my favorite angels are probably Michael. How do you say his name in English? You said it. No, not this one. Okay, I do like Michael, but there's other ones. I like I guess Raphael is also Raphael. Michael, Raphael, and Gabrielle. He cheated Lucifer out of heaven. Yeah, he was very based. Based. Based on God build. Maybe the names are already their natural form. Are they? Because sometimes some of them are like Peruvianized, I guess. Gabriel is not Gabriel. Alright. I'll listen to you. Sometimes you can understand, man. Sometimes they're in Peruvian. The Lord worked through your hands while you taught the heathens in your chat about the faith. Peruvian. Okay, Spanish. Whatever comes around eventually comes back to you. So you gotta be careful, baby, and look both ways before you cross my mind. Long A, like Gabriel. Gabriel. Alright, what do I do? We should wait so it dries down a little bit. It's 8:34. I should take a tiny break. Get some water, go to the bathroom, and come back and hang out and talk about Catholicism. I fucking love that clip from Moral Oral where the kids are like, hello, would you like to save your soul and become a Christian? And then scary music starts playing and the guy is like, I'm already saved. I am a Catholic. And this, I think he grows horns or something. All your breaks are tiny, you little dwarf. Shut up. I'll make them longer then. But if I make them longer, you're gonna start crying. Bibi Dako! Dako, Bibi Dako! Such a good clip. Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know Protestants and Christians saw us that way. I didn't connect two and two. I didn't know. It's thanks to Moral Oral that I found out. TBH, I saw them all as my equals. I didn't know that it's not about Catholics that way. You say you fell in the shitter again? Alright. That show is cursed. You would laugh at it if you saw it. I didn't see Moral Oral. I think there was like even a Spanish version. A Mexican version, Mexican dub. Oye, oral. Imagine if in the Mexican version, Oral was actually a Catholic, and the thing was the opposite. Oiga, señor, ¿quiere salvar su alma? Ay, qué gracioso eres, Moral Oral. Yo soy cristiano. Yo soy protestante. I think there are a lot of very venomous people in both directions. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it depends on yourself rather than anybody else. I've known so many Christians that are pieces of shit. One day I will overshare about my personal life story, and you will hate a certain individual who professes that they are the most Catholic person on earth. But that day is not today. There's also so many scams that attach to churches and stuff. The problem is that the people that reject Catholicism or Christianism that have been part of it tend to use this as arguments against the faith itself and not against the people that join the faith. You know what I mean? Because bad people are everywhere, right? Like, I personally hate the Pope. I personally think that institution is fucked up. As a Catholic, I can tell you, I don't believe in the Pope. Does that go against my beliefs? Yes. But I believe that it has been taken by kid diddlers. Or worse. Kid diddlers that are attached to international organizations. I hate, ever since that one Pope died in 2007-ish, 2005-ish. I think it was in, yeah, 2005, 2006. I believe that it has been taken by people who are evil. I don't believe in the Pope. I don't care. I'm still Catholic, okay? It still counts. I don't care. I will create my own branch of Catholicism where we don't believe in the Pope. The new Pope doesn't seem that bad. Listen to me. I am Peruvian and I'm telling you, it is that bad. It could potentially be that bad. I don't believe in the Pope. I think that at one point, this type of institutions lose their core with enough iterations. As I just explained. Same thing as the idolatry thing, right? Enough iterations, there always has to be an ever-changing or a less attached branch that maintains the actual traditions instead of changing them around. My friend who's very Catholic has been showing me stuff about the good things he's doing. He's not a bad person, but I'm not talking about individuals, but rather the whole system in itself and things that they are doing that are not tied down to Christian values, in my opinion. So, like, Catholic values, in my opinion. I don't like, listen, you guys know how I am. You guys know who I am. I don't like his opinions about certain groups of people, because I think that one thing is religion and the other is marketing stuff. He has too many correct opinions, and that is losing the core of the religion that he's part of in itself. And I'm saying that as somebody that has a lot of meat in the game, let's put it like that. I agree that the organization has done shady things. My grandma would probably kill me if she heard me saying this. Cause she's taken so many trips to Rome and actually been in front row. My grandma is the #1 fan of every pope that's existed in this century. Tell Granny will we will pray for her. For her? For her soul? Isn't there like 3? Yes. Yes. The Pope is the wild, that's all I need to know. He sold out a long time ago, also the freaky stuff he did. There's currently an anti-pope, or is it that just medieval tradition? Anti-pope? What do you mean anti-pope? My friend, I agree that the organization has done bad things. So the thing is, I don't want to school anybody. I'm just stating my opinion. I don't believe that guy. Even if he's done good things, okay, I can praise the good things, but the bad things are too many to forget. Plus, the things that he's not saying straight to your face, and it's just plans or things hidden, like they're actually gonna help people, but they don't in the long run. And they're not dumb to not realize that, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. That's the only thing that I disagree with most Catholics. Freemasons do good things? Yeah, they're secretly doing super sketchy stuff all the time that only benefits them. Like the fact a lot of popes are generally rotten in hell. They hide so much in the Vatican, I wanna see the knowledge. It would be interesting to be able to look at their secret documents, you know? Because sometimes they behave like they are more of a... Well, they technically are a country of their own, right? Sometimes they behave like they are an international... a country. Yeah, they're technically a country. Sometimes they behave like they have so much money enough to keep their spooky little secrets to themselves. Which is something I don't like. I feel like they should be able to tell us, yes, this is true, this is not true. They keep too many secrets. Right? Secrets that I feel like we all should know about if we're part of this religion. That's all I'm gonna say. They're a country, yeah. Country! I wouldn't trust Dante's Inferno about the popes that are burned in hell, given his book was a Catholic fan fiction, basically where all people he hated were burned in hell. That is true, but it was a very funny parody, alright? Very funny parody. Oops. They're a fake country like Djibouti. Djibouti? I'm not Catholic anymore, but after being in a Turmo Catholic school for 12 years, I can say there are some good things that take away from it. Yeah, definitely. There's like cultural things that are ingrained into Latino specifically that come entirely from Christian and Catholic culture. Like, no one else, no other religion all around the world considers people as equals as much as Christians and Catholics. And that is such a harsh truth for most people to understand. The only reason why you see the others and question why you shouldn't do harm if you have the chance to do it is because you're a Christian. And I hate that people do not attribute that to religion when it's entirely religion. It's entirely the word of Jesus. It's entirely Jesus telling you, hey, you should treat your equals as you would treat yourself. You should put yourself in the shoes of Everybody. If only the cartels were Catholic. If only. I think about the cartel is that they're immoral people, so it's also immoral for them to use Christian faith as a like magic spells. They pray to saints and they pray to God as well, because they believe He will save them their souls. But sometimes they're fully aware that they are sinners. They just do it as I mentioned, like these cabals do when they are praying to stuff like Moloch. They're trying to save their asses one way or another. If it's praying for these people, then they will. If it's praying for an antique Babylonian god, they would do that as well. I don't think the cartel members are true Catholics. For obvious fucking reasons. Just like I don't believe that those guys that scam people, there's like whole churches that scam people and ask them for a permanent fee of money, or there's old institutions that take advantage of old elderly Catholics or Christians. You know what I mean? The cartel leader is about to behead me when they see my tattoo of Sarita Colonia. I was raised Catholic but went into being agnostic because of lack of confidence in myself as a mortal that could know what's the right faith. But I've been coming up more and more back to the faith as time went on. Me too. I've also had a phase of being Gnostic. But now I feel a little more close to God. I feel a little more Christian. More Catholic. Sorry. In Latam, these words are interchangeable. The cartels do go against a lot of commandments, like thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not kill, among other things. Yeah, pretty much. You guys must know, what is this prop gun for? What cosplay is it? It's for Iori from Blue Archive. I'm certainly glad I was raised Catholic though. I wouldn't go to any other faith other than maybe Eastern Orthodox Church that are very Catholic. Oh, I know what you mean. The Orthodox Church is like another level of Catholicism. They got like fucking superstructures and churches, and they love demonstrating that they're Catholic by like also having relics that are super spooky, or just traditions that are super spooky. Nice. Okay, I'll take my break. I forgot about my break. Well, they're not Catholic, so they're wrong anyway. We don't ask about the Orthodox. Yeah, it's better if you don't. They dressed, or at least the pastors dress in a very silly way. Their freeze robes go hard too. Yes, they do. That shit looks like it came straight from fucking Zelda. These words are interchangeable. As a Catholic, I hope they become interchangeable in America too. Right. Isn't Blue Archive a Gunnar game? Not necessarily. Cause they don't show any actual sex scenes. Just a little bit of fan service. I've seen the food scene, baby, don't lie. It was a joke! Okay, I'm not even gonna try to prove this one. Yes, yeah, it's a Gunnar game. Yeah, whatever. It is a bit of a Gunnar game. The thing about this is it is fiction, right? It is not actual people. And it's not like being a Gunnar is bad as well. See, when men are not perverts, I kinda distrust them. Because it seems to me like they're lying. You know what I mean? I feel like all men are born perverts. They should not be perverts in public towards people they're not romantically involved with. But I think that even if on accident, they are able to admit that they're perverts. You know what I mean? Wait, okay, let me phrase that a little better. I think that everybody who is not lying is has some degree of pervert in them. Okay? Does that mean that they should act on their impulses? No. It just means it's something that happens and they should be able to control that, right? But when somebody states, "Oh, I'm not actually a pervert. I don't like this and that," when it's very obvious that it's something that any normal person would consider attractive or nice or whatever. When they do that sort of thing, that makes me distrust them. So I trust more the people who are able to admit, yeah, I like the Gunnar game. Yeah, I enjoy watching this type of anime. Yeah, I like this type of thing, you know? I like the designs of Mortal Kombat from 2009. So I think that I trust people that don't lie about that a little more. You know what I mean? Not all men are perverts, BB. Jesus wasn't. You're right. And Jesus was a man! BB, play Ultimate Boob Wars. Big breast versus flat chest. The Gunnar games have always fucking gachas. And they force us to gamble as well. Oh god, it's every scene together packed in a nice little package. Saint Moses the Black. Might not disagree with you. Saint Moses the Black. I don't know about Saint Moses the Black. What did Saint Moses the Black say? Was he actually black? When people are born with, they are babies by default, innocent. Then they go through puberty. I go to lolis, so it is a Gunnar game to me, even if I don't play it. That makes a lot of sense. That actually, I cannot defy your logic. Actually, I can't defy your logic. Saint Moses the Black is from North Africa. He got jumped, beat up his muggers, and dragged them to church. But what does he have to do with perverts? Also, that is very badass. Holy shit. I imagine he was a very strong man. I think more people should keep their perversions private. Yes. I agree with that. I mean, you do understand what I'm trying to say is they are keeping it private, but they have it, you know? They are able to realize, okay, I do feel this way. Right? But the people that deny that out of the bat is the type of people that I distrust. You know, they usually are the male feminist type. that are trying to gain something out of seeming like they're above that type of thing. That's what I distrust. Inside thoughts, baby. Yeah, keep them inside your brain. You're right, boss. Now, does that mean that you should tell the girl that you are trying to befriend that you're a pervert and that you like lollies? Probably not wise. Probably not a wise move. Just don't say anything. You can just not say anything, Chad. Do you know? You can just not have an opinion about things until you trust that person more, and that person doesn't feel uncomfortable around you. And even then, if they're your friend, why would you have to tell them about the weird things that you like? You know what I mean? Why does she like them? It is not a conversation to have with a woman, I think, unless you're married with her or dating her. My body is a machine that turns inside thoughts into outside thoughts. I mean, yeah, that's how it's supposed to work, yes. Gotta tell your bros what you're into. Okay, tell your bros, but don't tell it to women. Yeah. Look. White! 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 White finger. I've seen too many spider posts in your Discord to agree with your statement, baby. Our dilemma is a bit of a strange one. Because has never been seen anywhere in humanity except for now that VTubers are real. Anonymity gives you a lot of power. I'd say. Actual pure anonymity. Is it more innocent to never consider sin or to be tempted by sin and choose to not act? I believe the latter. To be tempted by sin and choose not to act is way more holy. I wouldn't say it's more innocent, but rather more holy. It should value more as an act. Because that means that you were tested and you passed the test. More than if you never got tested about it. It is more righteous, in my opinion. And it's almost impossible for you to never consider sin as well. Born too late to fight for Rome. Born too early to go to space. Born just in time for me to be a VTuber. You've questioned me on what I like before, boss. Quite aggressively, I might add. I was probably trying to make fun of you. Sorry. It is true. Those were my intentions. I met some cool VTubers like Vivi. Vivi wants to bully her goblins. The grass is green. Being a VTuber has made me realize how hard it is for the average dude to get a female friend. And it's kinda scary. I think that that is also a gap that some VTubers feel, having a VTuber female friend. Because it's super difficult to talk with women nowadays. Unless they're super young and you guys are old. And approaching a younger girl is kinda creepy if you're old. People are speaking of intention remind me of the One Ring from The Lord of the Rings. Anyone who says they don't feel the ring's pull is a liar who wants the ring. Honest people admit it, but reject the ring. Yeah, exactly like that. I'm pretty sure it's based off of that, because well, Tolkien was a Catholic, I think, or what, Christian? Are you telling us to make friends with younger women? That's difficult. You can do that when you're 40. But you need to bring stuff to the table so they're not creeped out. You know what I mean? Being a man is so difficult, chat. So hard. Yeah, man. If you go over 32, you should... No, the thing is that you guys have this chunk of your life. You have this chunk of your adult life from 25 to 40, I would say, where you'll be the most alone. And you need to take the time to raise your value as much as possible. Thanks, boss. I'm being realistic. Doesn't mean that you will necessarily be super lonely. No, of course there can be exceptions. I miss my university girlfriend. She got brainwashed by Los Rojos de la Católica. Oh, man. Yeah, things are very hard right now. The problem is also that there's so many more people than before. The woman you were supposed to marry probably has like 20 suitors. And she's a 6. She's a leftist lesbian? Okay, that's even worse! Oh, fuck. Oh, shit, the situation is more dire. Alright, here's a plan, chat. You're gonna go to the gym, or... Listen to me. You're gonna go to the gym every single day, or... You need to make a lot of money. I will not let my joblins disappear, okay? I don't care if there's 3 of you out there, or 10 of you out there. I'll guide you. I'll guide you so you survive. Gym 5 days a week. Nice. Keep at it. But I wanna try. Are you gonna leave me now? Are you gonna leave me now? I can't do well when I think about it, but I wanna try. She said men from 25 to 40 are destined to be lonely. No. I said that you will have a chunk on your life from 25 to 40 where you will be your loneliest. But you need to survive that. And once you survive that, things will be better. But you need to dedicate those years to either becoming incredibly strong or making a lot of money. And also meeting people, because maybe you're lucky and you meet somebody that is not a gold digger or somebody that cares about muscles. I mean, that's not always true, huh? But sometimes certainly you can be lonely, especially introverts that don't go out and meet folks. Yeah, the problem is that I underestimated how many. The thing is, it's about proportions. I think that we're in a very complicated situation as a society because there's too many people and not enough partners for everyone. So the market is extremely saturated. Extroverts with unpopular hobbies will be lonely too. Yeah, that's true. After I'm 40, any kids I have will be autistic. You need to freeze! You need to freeze! Come on, Bumber, you need to freeze them. You need to freeze them. There was a post going on the other day about how being Latino and introvert is like walking in hell on earth. Yes, it is true. I shared that shit. I went to one party when I was 13 or 14, and it was the most disgusting, overly sexual, awkward, and horrible experience I ever had. That is not allowed in our culture, pretty much. It's a logistics issue. A lot of buyers and sellers, but no merchants to put them together. I am the merchant that would put them together. The problem is that I don't have many female friends. It's hard for me to make female friends. Because I'm also a little awkward. Familia. Men and women also get to high expectations from culture, celebrities, models, influencers who make themselves look way better and skew people's perception of normal. That is true. That's why you shouldn't stop consuming that shit forever. As a weep Latino, it's a fine line to find a girl between normie Latinas and cringe weep Latinas. I'll take obvious things for 500, Alex. The YouTube stream is down? Policy violations? What the fuck? Oh, music. Oh, it does a music issue. It's because she was being too Catholic. I was saying too many truths, chat. Music is more likely. Okay. How do I fix that? Suspended, bitch. I have the board muted though. What the fuck? Let me see. Okay, let's put whatever else. That's so sad. But I was yapping in between. What the fuck? How is that no transformative work? Ay, Dios mío. Okay, but it won't let me start it again, I think. Right? Will it? The secret Vatican supercomputer caught me! I'm sorry, everybody from YouTube. Come to Twitch. Down cause of music lemao. Hopefully Hopefully my channel isn't terminated. Lamau. Get on Twitch. Sorry. Chat still shows up on screen. Thank you for the follow. Who is this? Who is this? Who is this? Doesn't even show your name. Why? Why is it not showing your name? Hello, Ethereal Works. Hi, Twitch. Hello. Okay. I was being too base, chat. Too base for YouTube. Okay, whatever. The type of thing doesn't happen in Twitch, I guess. Let me see if I can end it though. Did I get a strike? I think I got a strike, motherfuckers. I think it's gonna kill my channel that just recently got to 2K. Ay, Dios mío. They hated me because I told the truth. Not again! Live? It says monetization is on, it's public, everything. Huh? What? Okay, I guess I will get a notification telling me if my channel is gonna get nuked or not. Ay, 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 let's pray. Okay, chat, listen to me. This is what we need to do. Which is the saint of music? Who's the saint of music, chat? Who's the saint of music? I don't remember. I don't know who the saint of music is. We gotta pray to him. Just kidding, just kidding, just kidding. Just kidding. I'm making fun of my Catholic. See, I can make fun of my Catholic silly little ironic thingies, you know? Tongo, I don't know. Saint Cecilia from everybody pray right now. Send your prayers so my channel doesn't get banned. It's Saint Elmo's fire. The Pope is coming for you. He's Peruvian. He might actually. Yes. Oh, let me raise my volume. Ooh. Let me see the lyrics of this song. Remember his hands and the way the mountains look. Light shot diamonds from his eyes. Hungry for life. Thirsty for the wisdom. Another BB Gel stream. At the very end, all of us have to save our own souls from damnation and sin, and that's what counts. Be better. Be better. Be better. Hello, Mr. Francis. Can you forgive Baby? Gracias. In that case, to Saint Carlo Acutis. The Pope isn't Francis, guys. He's dead. Is he? Just kidding. I'm kidding, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Actually, Jesus saves. That's true. Believe in Jesus and you will be saved. If you don't believe in Jesus, you will be burned in hell. Never forget. If you pray to whatever fucking statue you have of Aphrodite, you're going straight to hell with her. I hate how popular it is to be to believe in fucking Greek gods nowadays. Or Nord gods if you're a Nazi. Patron saint of the internet. Francis is secretly at the Vatican supercomputer. They turned him into an AI. Wait. Ooh. Actually? Actually? Ooh, where is... Are you ready, chat? This makes me realize I'm so old, chat. Oh, chat, I'm so old. It's fine. I gotta continue on living. We are crumbling. Do more exercise! That's how you will survive. I'm pretty sure Jesus did exercise. He walked a lot. And he also fasted. I think more people should fast. He didn't have a choice, boss. Jesus would laugh at that joke. Jesus would be laughing at that joke. Jesus would laugh at the joke. Pretty sure she would have an amazing sense of humor. Holy Week is coming. You're right. Yeah, we're almost in April. I might not be the right time. I might not be the right one, but there's something about us I want to say, 'cause there's something between us anyway. Right one might not be the right time. And a secret I will share with you. I miss you more than anything in my life. I miss you more than anything in my life. I love you more than anyone in my life. I need you more than anyone in my life. Something besiege a city and help inhabitants inspire to fast. Jesus would not cast the first stone at you. He would have dunked a boulder on your skull. Ay. Korean buff Jesus is the most accurate. Korean? Yeah, I told you that Koreans have this very silly image of Jesus like a K-pop idol. If Jesus was real, he would have talked Daft Punk out of separated. No, you don't understand. He wanted Daft Punk to get separated, so they wouldn't ruin what they already made. Imagine if they made shit music, because they didn't separate. See? They disbanded before they could become villains. Korean Jesus is ripped. I really like... There's some videos about how Koreans celebrate Christian events And it's really cute. It's so cute. I wanna go to a Korean church at least once in my life. Dun 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 dun. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Ba-dum bum bum bum. Okay, time to cheer ourselves up. DJ BB DJ BB with the freshest music from the last century. They can ban me on Twitch. If they actually do, it would be fucking funny. Don't actually do it, please, Twitch. Bum, bum, bum. You fresh. When was the last time you showered? Yesterday? Bum, ba-dum. Do it makes us. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, mm, mm. After work is over. Imagine the smell. I showered yesterday, motherfucker. I haven't gone running or done exercise today. I'm not stinky. I smell really good. I smell of Chanel. My Chanel perfume. Actually, I think it's... Is it Chanel? I don't have it here. I have it in the bathroom. Korea converted itself to Christianity. No missionaries. Some scholars read Chinese Jesuit books, though it made sense, and built a whole Christian community before going to China and to find missionaries to baptize them. CH is pronounced as SH because it's French. Chanel. Chanel. Oh, my hair. The beast has not been cleaned. It has! I am clean! What is this slander? What is this slander? Alright, I'm gonna change the song. Ay, Dios mío, no, he perdido mi lista. Shit. Okay, whatever. I think I know how this happened. Ay, carajo. Alright. Así comenzó todo. We've done a lot so far. I haven't taken a break. Well, I'm not damas. I should take a break. I'll be RV. Okay. Give me a second. I'll be RV. What is this Peruvian melody? This is Time Impala. What do you mean Peruvian melody? What the fuck? What do you mean Peruvian melody? Alright. I'll put some more Zelda music so you can listen to this. Majora's Mask has good soundtrack. There you go. I'll be RV. I didn't fall asleep. What is this nonsense? What is this blasphemy? I am back. I had food. I had water. I went to the bathroom. I did everything that a VTuber can do when she leaves. Welcome back, thank you. Alright, let's see how we're doing. I think it's technically dry already. Let me show you. The camera has to move, right? Yeah. Hi. I'm wearing my pajamas. My cute. Totally not staying pajamas. I changed it to my pajamas as well. Welcome back. Visited her boyfriend. Ay, carajo. Cuidado. No, I just ate my delicious spaghetti. Maybe spaghetti is my boyfriend. I would marry pesto if I could. It's my favorite sauce. Why don't women need pajamas? Because they're very cute. Look, I'll show you my pajamas. Have I not shown you? You should know about these pajamas because of this. They're these pajamas. Wait, shit. Double music. They're these pajamas. You thought I didn't have them? You said I would not wear them? Those are my pajamas! I need to see more of them. They're just pajamas. They have shorts. It's like a camisole and then a short. They're pretty cute. I bought them for sale. I think I bought them through Amazon, actually. They're Victoria's Secret pajamas. But the thing is, they're kind of getting overly worn because I wear them a lot. They're good for summer and also for winter because I have like 10,000 comfy blankets that I put over myself. They look, it's really cute. It is actually XS and it's still large. I wish I wasn't this tiny, to be honest. I have realized that I am Asian sized and I am not Asian. How many people use pajamas? I thought that was the majority of people, right? Any updates on the YouTube stream dropping? I didn't check my phone. Give me a second. Usually when that... I get like I usually get like an email. Yeah. They just said it was because of copyrighted music, that's all. So, we're okay. It said that they should resume the thing once... Oh shit. Oh shit! It's dried up! I'm a dumbass! I forgot to put it on the place that I will get water. Shit. 1 second, chat. Save it. Where do I save it? Do I have somewhere to put it? Oh god, this is disgusting, but it's fine. We'll sort it out later. First it needs water, it's getting dehydrated. The poor brush. I realize that everything that I own is cute. I'm not half Chinese, namas. Look at this. It's a little twin star cup. You see that? It's a twin star cup. It has little twin stars. I think that everything in my room is kawaii. I don't have a single thing that is not kawaii. And I use this cup not for drinking because it's made out of... Actually, I think it's... Oh, it's broken. Oh, it's leaking. Oh, it's leaking. It is leaking. Oh shit, it's leaking! It's broken! It's leaking! Shit! Okay. Let's clean them very quickly. Oh my god. This is me battling against this cup because it's leaking. Why is it leaking? Did it fall? And I think I broke it a little bit. Should I put it here? Yeah, so you can also see it a little bit as well. See? I'm trying to clean them. Anyways. Yeah, it's looking pretty nice. Oh shit. See? Ignore my nails, they're very disgusting, I'm sorry. I'm the stain maxer, my nails are full of pesto sauce right now. And look at this. I think it still needs another layer probably here and then over here. But aside from that, it's pretty good, right? Oh, and here as well. I forgot about that part. Well, I was mostly waiting for it to dry, right? Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spray paint it with black. And then all the little details I'm gonna paint with acrylic. I think that would be good, right? Very cute, very demure. How many people here use pajamas? I'm pretty sure everybody uses pajamas. I'm pretty sure that not using pajamas is the exception. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's the exception. Let me put some better music. I do not. You don't wear pajamas? What do you wear? Do you go to sleep with jeans? What are you talking about? Maybe he sleeps naked. Do you sleep naked? Why would I wear hot clothes at night? Cause some pajamas are for summer. Usually some of them have like shorts or shirts for men. Sleep nude summertime. I like to strip down just to underwear and shirt. You know what? That's reasonable. But those are technically your pajamas, right? I sleep nude or in my boxers. Really? I didn't know that was an option. He's prepared in case Asakubo's visits him, I suppose. Always ready. Ay, Dios mío. I think that most women sleep with pajamas. Then I think it's not healthy for women to not sleep without pajamas, actually. I would dare say speed of pajamas. Ew, that sounds super uncomfortable. Haven't used pajamas since I was like 14? What the fuck? This is so strange. I've never heard about that. My brother sleep with pajamas on. What the fuck? Guys, it's really so strange. I feel like you're gaslighting me. I feel you're gaslighting me, chat. I'm trying to see if I forgot any details around here. My room gets freaking hot. I only have a fan. It's not enough. So nude or boxer. I tried to sleep nude twice. Wait, what? I tried to sleep nude twice. I had nightmares about pooping in the bed both times. I didn't know either time. I just had a nightmare. I really poor thing. Bruh. I think that women are not supposed to sleep with pajamas. Sorry. Women are not supposed to sleep with no pajamas. Because, too many bacteria. You guys get to do that because you don't have, 10 years of bacteria as much as women do. We wash our sheets. But what about insects? Insects! I don't know, I feel like I would be terrified. TBH. I would sleep, I want to sleep with comfy pajamas forever. Why would you have insects in your sheets? You never know, maybe there's like a spider, you know? Maybe there's a spider. Especially in the summertime. When you're more likely to wear pajamas. Me, when I sleep naked on my sleep paralysis demon makes me cheat the bed. I don't know. I feel like also sleeping with pajamas would be super uncomfortable. Without pajamas would be super uncomfortable. Cause what if you accidentally hit yourself and you're naked? Right? Right? I don't know. It's such a strange thing. Do people really take their pajamas to the Love Hotel? Good question. I guess. Well, the thing is, I don't think they sleep in that Love Hotel. They're supposed to return to their house, right? Isn't that the case? I don't think anybody would sleep in that Love Hotel. They're like... Aren't they like super nasty? Because people have sex in them? You know? Hit myself in my sleep? People sleep after doing it. Is this normal? The process of discussing payment with you while you're in your onesie pajama with the feet. Cute! Oh, cute. She would give you a free pass just because of that. She'd be like, huh, that's cute. That's amusing. How's that cute, Vivi? Cause you're wearing your onesie pajamas! Okay, not you. That person in this hypothetical scenario. Well, you've never been to a Love Hotel. I haven't. I'm a lady of my house. I would never do that. I feel like that's for hookers. That is a thing for hookers. I don't think lady of the house. Does it translate to the same thing as in Spanish? I'm a lady. Not really, what the fuck? I feel like I'm an alien now. I feel like an alien. I sleep with pajamas that are cute and make me feel comfortable and soft when I sleep in the bed with my cute pipa blanket and all my plushies. I have never known another way. I didn't know people slept in Love Hotels. I thought they would just do the thing and then they leave. I thought they'd leave. Cause the hotels are disgusting. Why would you wanna sleep in there when even if they wash the things, and sometimes I don't even do that, I'm pretty sure. You know that there's people that have been done doing that kind of things there. If I'm paying my 20 soles, I might as well get a some nap. Okay, fair. I guess you could nap, but sleeping for 8 hours straight there as well. I don't know, Chad. We don't have love hotels in America, as far as I know. Just motels. Oh, so people, it's a given that people will do that in the hotel. Never seen one at least. I think they do exist. I'm pretty sure. But they're probably rare. Or they can just be called motels, you know? Yeah, you can just pay by the hour in some motels. Those bungalow things, I guess, count. It's a little sad because it means that people are no longer able to afford a house anymore. So they have to freak in the love hotels or in the motels instead of in their houses. That's really sad. That's really sad. Or maybe their parents are uncomfortable. Right? And they don't wanna do that in the same house where the grandma lives. But I think that should be more normal. Cause it's worse that they do it somewhere else, in my opinion. They gotta get that birth rate up somehow. Do you have love hotels in Peru? I don't think we do. Like, they're not dedicated for that, as far as I know. Do we, chat? I don't know. I don't know. I've never been to one. What can I tell you? Telos? Oh, okay. I have heard about that before. Hello, boss. Hello, Makalsar. Welcome. So, apparently they do exist, but they're not called love hotels. And the concept is like that you pay by the hour, I think, as well. And they would be close to colleges. Because they're fully capitalizing on how horny college teenagers are. And I've never actually gone to one of those. But I've seen there's guys that review them, and I have seen their videos, and they're very funny. I saw one that was supposed to be like a gamer room. It had those types of couches that are like an S, shaped like an S. All freaky. And then there's a couple of them that have like Xbox and I think PlayStation 5. The one with jacuzzi, and it's all just some dog shit bathtub. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I also saw a bunch of them like that. But I feel like if I was in that situation, I would feel disgusted by all the potential germs all around. You know? I would feel threatened, especially in Peru where I feel like people don't clean stuff. We're very unclean. Cause imagine you accidentally sit on the toilet and then you catch 10,000. Oh shit! My how is my audio? Why is my audio so loud? I think it was because it was closer. Okay. I got it. I was saying, what if you catch 10,000 STDs if you sit on the toilet on accident? What then, chat? What is that? What is the solution? I don't think people think about germs when they're horny. Oh, makes sense. Give me a second. Okay, there we go. Yuri's rifle from Black Cat, yeah. Hey, boss, 2 minutes of Spanish. Ok. Yo tendría miedo, chat, que me pasen cosas horrendas si es que estuviese en esa situación. You may not know this, boss, but women have a kind of self-cleaning system down there. I don't... You may not know, boss, but women have a self-cleaning system down there. You think I wouldn't know? Like I'm not a woman. Like I'm not a woman. The WAP cleaning system, oh my god, shut up. Shut the fuck up. Yes, you should know about your own body, Vivi. I know about my own body. The problem is I would be scared of how disgusting those places are. That's all. I'd be like, I would be scared of getting, dying, Maybe I'm too paranoid. You'd want to go to at least a 4-star love hotel where they have maids. They have maids in a love hotel? Well, I guess it makes sense. I was making more of a joke about Japanese maids. But, So you need to be able to pick them and know exactly what they are. So that you don't catch anything weird, right? Fluffers even? What is a fluffer? What is a fluffer? Somebody that fluffs you? What is a fluffer? What the fuck is a fluffer? What are you talking about? What the fuck, chat? Fluffy, obviously. Don't worry about it, baby. It's a sex thing? Chat, you're making this shit up, aren't you? You're making this shit up. There's no fucking way. What do you mean I'll tell you when you're older? I'm older. What is a fluffer? You gotta fluff yourself before doing it? Fluffers are part of the crew in porn filming. They make sure the male performer stays hard. How do they do that? How do they do that? Okay, you know what? I will stop asking. I will stop asking. I will stop asking. CEO of Fluff BB wants to know. I'm not a fluffer. I'm sorry, Ted. These things are foreign to me. I don't think it's because I'm too innocent. I think it's just because I'm not well informed. They give him a firm handshake. Oh, makes sense. They shake his willy. Is that a thing that friends do with each other? Like, can you ask your friend, hey man, I really like this girl. Can you be my fluffer for this occasion? Yes! Yeah, never heard of a bro job. That is totally not gay. Totally not homosexual. Alright, alright, alright. I got your drift now. I'm a bit of a grandma, but I got your drift. Just so we're clear, a fluffer is nobody that is not somebody that fluffs you up, and usually part of a crew for a video making, right? And then you should go to the 4-star love hotels if you're ever gonna go to a love hotel, and you should sleep with no clothes on a regular basis. I'm writing that down on a list of things that I didn't know about. I don't think I would ever be comfortable sleeping naked, though. I think I would prefer just my pajamas. Something that does weird me out is I've been to several pajama parties, and I have some friends that sleep with their underwear and their pajamas at the same time, which to me makes no sense because I feel like you would be very uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Like, I get the comfort thing, but I think that with pajamas there's no issue. You don't wear underwear under the pajamas? No. I think it's more comfortable to not do that. Like full commando. What the hell? What do you mean, what the hell? You guys live naked, sit up! It is not that weird. Boss, you're studying contradictions. So the pajama is soft. It is really soft. So your pajamas, you use them twice and then you put them to wash. So it is not stinky. Meanwhile, your sheets last a little more. They last like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. What if you get insects there? It's harder to get insects in your pajamas. It's harder to get insects on your pajamas. Right? Right? Because they would have to enter first your sheets and then your pajamas. Right? 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 Oh god, Chad. You're making me laugh. You're hilarious. Alright. You can see what I'm doing. So I'm gonna see if I can try and show you. Alright. Great. My camera is not working. Wearing pajamas with nothing under is fundamentally the same as sleeping naked. But it's better! Except sweatier. Don't you guys have ACs in your country? No? Do you still sweat if you have the AC on? Yes. No, only if I wear pajamas. It could also be a body heat sort of situation. Like, you guys have a higher temperature, and that's why you feel the need to sleep naked. Because women don't have that, as far as I know. Unless they're like power lifters, perhaps. My AC is a fan. They haven't invented them yet on this part of Peru. True. I can't sleep with the AC on because your mom doesn't let me. Several times I turn it on and I fall asleep with it, and then I wake up with it off because your mom listens to it from her room and then comes to my room and turns it off. She says it's too loud. I can't have shit in this house, chat. They don't even let me have the AC on. Bruh. I think that Peru should technically already have AC everywhere. I think that would improve our quality of life, probably. Because it's so hot in here. All the time. Not only during summer, all of the time. You should build a BB house in the background. What? Oh god. Give me a second. I don't know why. There we go. I should build the BB house in the backyard. No girls allowed except BB. I think part of the issue might be the metal roofs. We don't have metal roofs. We don't have metal roofs. I mean, I thought you had some funny roof material. It is concrete. It is made out of concrete. La Buena Calamina. The places that have metal sheets as their roofs are usually very poor, and they're not a common thing, I think. Oh, concrete, totally normal roof material. Well, you guys, what do you guys have as roofs? Those como techo paraguas, creo que le dicen. Techo paraguas? Wood with shingles. Shingles, there you go, shingles. You guys have shingles. I did have a metal roof. Really? Were you scared that a tornado might take it away? Wood with shingles. Concrete can really contain heat. Yep. Concrete usually absorbs all the heat throughout the day and then releases it at night. So, in summer we cooked ourselves. In winter, it's pretty comfy actually. The average temperature of where I live is pretty comfortable during winter, unless it's super duper cold, right? Oh shit. What difference would shingles make to a tornado? How shingles no wood? I wonder if there's such a thing as shingles that are tornado proof. Like, how do you attach them to the roof so that they don't move? Shingles are like flexible, something with tar and fine gravel on them. I have seen shingles before, yeah. When a tornado needs a fluffer. Stupid! The shingles are not a tornado fluffer! We don't need a tornado to be fluffed up. It is very difficult to make anything truly tornado proof. Yeah, I bet. It must be very scary to be in a place during a tornado, actually. Did I tell you that one of the reasons why some of my family members moved to the state was because of earthquakes? They think that tornadoes are better than earthquakes, and I disagree. I think that earthquakes are better than tornadoes in the sense that they are not as scary. Balls, they throw things miles. I'm aware. I am so aware. They prefer the tornadoes. The natural disaster tier list, yeah, pretty much. You vastly incredibly underestimate an earthquake. I mean, at least the ones that we have here, they're not as strong. Look up the Great Kanto earthquake sometime. I mean, I've seen that before, but I feel like tornadoes are more hazardous. Always. Right? Good night, Moon. I think it probably depends on the architecture and whether you're near the ocean. Yeah, we're kinda used to earthquakes, so our buildings are earthquake proof. Night Moon! Boss, that earthquake created a tornado. Oh my god. How is that possible? That sounds scary. In Kanto, Japan? Jesus Christ. I don't get how it could create a tornado. Because it releases heat? It created a firestorm which created a tornado of fire which melted people. Oh my god! That's horrible. That's horrible. That's horrible. That's horrible. That's horrible. That's horrible. Alright, I feel like I'm getting sleepy because of my full tummy. Full tummy. Sorry about my nails again. I don't know what I was touching. Probably the pesto. Or maybe my mascara. Earthquakes can create tsunamis too. That is true. I've experienced that. I remember very clearly during the biggest earthquake that we had over here. We were at the beach. We were at a random beach house, staying there, and the water from the ocean started receding, and they started to sound alarms for tsunamis. Pretty cool, very spooky. Would have died, I'm pretty sure. Look away, baby! Need to laugh while ruin your belly? Ruin my belly. Clean my belly. Wash my belly. Did you stay in the beach house or did you evacuate? We evacuated. But the place to evacuate was super saturated. So So it was scary. I remember feeling bummed out because as a kid you don't realize the threat that tsunami is. I was just sad that I couldn't spend more time with my cousins. Because I was there with my whole family. Night is cute. I think I'm also gonna raid, actually. Yeah. We did a lot of progress today. I think that next stream is probably gonna be the last one with that Yuri gun. Cause I'm gonna spray paint it and then we can paint the details together. Okay, I need oh my god. Wait. Oop. Damn, she hates us. I don't hate you. What the fuck, Scoot? What the fuck? Alright. Let's read. Let's read over here. Thank you guys so much for being here today. I appreciate it a lot. Good night, everybody. Good night, everybody. Good night, that's awesome. Good night, El Ringo. Good night, Scooty. Good night, Ramon. Good night, Biscuit. Good night, Mumber. Good night, Chef. Good night, everybody. Let's go raid Nemi. Is she real life? Raid Nemcro. Like this? Or is she Nemcro the year? I haven't raided them. I haven't raided them in a while. There we go. Nice. Okay. No YouTube raid, sadly, but we'll see each other soon. Okay. Tomorrow? I think tomorrow, right? Oh no, tomorrow, not tomorrow. It was today, not tomorrow. Shit, why is it raid into another Nemcro? What the fuck? What? Nemcro. There we go. I'm sorry, I will send you somewhere else. Shit, you're gonna get kidnapped. You're gonna get lost in nowhere. Alright, everybody. Take care. Now click it. Yeah. One more person needs to click that. Click it. Click. I'm sorry, I mistakenly put another Nemcro that is not my Nemcro. So, you guys have fun. I'll see you on Saturday? I'll see you on Saturday. Do you think some Nemis look alike? No, that's not true. Not true. Alright, everybody. Bye-bye. Take care. Have a good one. Thank you so much.